talking to you. Today I have a lot of time to talk to you guys. And it's just going to be short, but you guys have to understand that you have to start creating your own brands. So that's why I created my channel. I want to have my own business. I want to have my own brand. And the reason why you need a brand is that skills can only take you so far. Having a skill can only take you so far. Being a lawyer, being a doctor, being an athlete, being a musician, whatever it is, requires a lot of time. And to be great at what you do requires a lot of input, consistency, time, dedication. But it can only take you so far. And at some point throughout your career, you're going to find yourself plateauing. You're going to find yourself growing, and then you plateau. You might even come back down, or you might go back up, plateau once again, come back down, go back up, plateau once again. That's how most people's careers go. So your skill is only going to take you so far. At some point, you need to start to brand yourself and create a image or product that's going to be visible to many people, and that's going to just show people your skill set. It's going to make people interested in what you're doing, and then from there they can start to see your skills. So the brand is it's there to hook people in. It's there to pull them in and provide value at the same time. That's the most important thing, is that you have to provide value to people. And the best way that you can do that on a mass scale is to have a brand, is to have a business, is to have something that's gonna reach as many people with the least amount of effort. Because you can do it on your own as you are, but you can only take it so far. But now when you have a business behind it, when you have a brand behind it, you have the capability to do it en masse, to affect more people and to provide more value. That's why when you see all of these engineers, you see people like Bill Gates, they had skills, but at some point they created a brand. He created Microsoft. You see Steve Jobs and the guy who created Apple, they had skills, but at some point they had to create Apple. They had to create a business because they wanted to reach the masses and they wanted to make an impact on a large scale. So you even see with musicians, look at Kanye West, look at Rihanna, look at Jay-Z. They were millionaires for so long, but once they started to create their own brands, that's when they became billionaires. That's when they passed a market that no musician had ever passed. They started to become billionaires. They started to become tycoons because they created a brand. Their skills got them there, but for them to get to the next level, to the upper echelon, they had to create a brand, and they affected the masses. So I'm just letting you guys know that in whatever you do, whatever endeavor you partake in, whether you're working for someone or you're working for yourself, you should always have that in mind, that you need to back it up with the brand so that you can get to the next level, so that you can get to the next plateau. And from there on, you'll find what next to do. Maybe you'll become self-actualized. If you've seen Maslow's hierarchy of needs, maybe you'll get to a point of self-actualization and you become like a philanthropist or whatever. Start giving away your money, start trying to change the world on a mass scale, start trying to cure diseases, stuff like that. But before you get to that point, you need to brand yourself. You need to create a brand that's gonna let people know who you are and the skills that you have, and show them that throughout time you've been dedicated and consistent to creating the image and creating something that provides value to people. The most important thing is it has to be valuable. and chase skills that most people don't have. You don't see a lot of day traders. That's why I chose trading. You don't see a lot of day traders out in the world. Most people know what the markets are, but they only come, they put in their money, they gamble it, then they leave. But once you have that skill that is very scarce and that has the ability to produce money, you're going to become all the more powerful. Even if you do not choose to take it on as a career, just having the knowledge is enough. Because now, when you go into another business, you're going to know that I have to manage my risk. You're going to know how to spot a good investment. You're going to know when to set a stop loss, when to get out, when to hold, when to milk it as much as you can. All of those things are skills that you're going to need to get to the upper echelon. So, yeah.